gates of the universe, thee I invoke. O thou of the ibis head, thee I invoke. Thou who wieldest the wand of double power, thee I invoke. Thou who bearest in thy left hand the rose and cross of light and life, thee I invoke. Thou whose head is as an emerald, and thy nemesis as the night sky blue, thee I invoke. Thou whose skin is of flaming orange as though it burned in a furnace, thee I invoke. Behold, I am yesterday, today, and the brother of tomorrow. I am born again and again. Mine is the unseen force whereof the gods are sprung, which is as life unto the dwellers in the watchtowers of the universe. I am the charioteer of the east, lord of the past and of the future. I see by mine own inward light, Lord of resurrection, who cometh forth from the dust, and my birth is from the house of death. O ye two divine hawks upon your pinnacles, who keep watch over the universe, ye who company the bier to the house of rest, who pilot the ship of wrong, ever advancing onwards the heights of heaven, Lord of the shrine which standeth in the center of the earth. Behold, he is in me, and I in him. Mine is the radiance, wherein the tar floats over the firmament. I travel upon high. I tread upon the firmament of new. I raise a flashing flame with the lightning of mine eye, ever rushing on in the splendor of the daily glorified Ra, giving my life to the dwellers of earth. If I say, come up upon the mountain, the celestial waters shall flow at my word. For I am Ra incarnate, Ketover, created in the flesh. I am the eidolon of my father Tamu, lord of the city of the sun. The God who commands is in my mouth. The God of wisdom is in my heart. My tongue is a sanctuary of truth, and a guard sitteth upon my lips. My word is accomplished every day, and the desire of my heart realizes itself as that of the tower when he created his works. I am eternal, therefore all things are as my designs, therefore do all things obey my word. Therefore do thou come forth unto me from thine abode in the silence, unutterable wisdom, or light, or power. Sun, Hermes, Mercury, Odin, by whatever name I call thee, thou art still nameless to eternity. Come thou forth, I say, and aid and guard me in this work of art. Thou, star of the east, that didst conduct the Magi, thou art the same all present in heaven and in hell. Thou that vibratest between the light and the darkness, rising, descending, changing ever, yet ever the same. The sun is thy father, thy mother the moon. The wind hath borne thee in its bosom, and earth hath ever nourished the changeless Godhead of thy youth. Come thou forth, I say, come thou forth, and make all spirits subject unto thee, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of roaring air and of rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God the vast one may be obedient unto me.
Can you guess what city I live in only through my Uber Eats orders? Leave your guess in the comments. First up, we got the classic duo, chicken and waffles. The chicken is so crispy and tender, and the waffles are buttery and perfectly sweet. If you know this city well, you know this place is iconic to the area and is also known for their delicious sides like mac and cheese, greens, and cornbread. Next, treat yourself to a chili dog that's a local favorite and a true legend, operating since the 40s. I got a 9-inch hot dog topped with chili and onions, ketchup and mayo, and I gotta tell you, it's no wonder they've been in business for like 80 years because this is delicious. But as you can imagine, traffic and parking is always crazy here, so I love ordering from Uber Eats and getting it delivered right to my door. It saves me so much time when life gets busy and just comes in clutch every time. Craving tacos? This is the best city to be in. Have you figured it out yet? This taco spot uses authentic recipes from Mexico and has the best birria tacos with the juiciest meat, meltiest cheese, and of course the famous birria consomme. Finally, I always leave room for dessert. If you have a sweet tooth like I do, you have to try these donuts from this classic donut shop, known for their strawberry donut, bursting with fresh strawberries. Ordering these on Uber Eats was awesome because I could order ahead, skip the lines of bees, and
Procul, o procul esti profanis, qual lasti Pompeia. In the name of the mighty and terrible one, I proclaim that I have banished the shells unto their habitations. I invoke Tahuti, the Lord of wisdom and of utterance, the God that cometh forth from the veil. O thou majesty of the Godhead, wisdom-crowned Tahuti, Lord of the gates of the universe, thee I invoke. O thou of the ibis head, thee I invoke. Thou who wieldest the wand of double power, thee I invoke. Thou who bearest in thy left hand the rose and cross of light and life, thee I invoke. Thou whose is as an emerald, and thy nemesis as the night sky blue, thee I invoke. Thou whose skin is of flaming orange as though it burned in a furnace, thee I invoke. Behold, I am yesterday, today, and the brother of tomorrow. I am born again and again. Mine is the unseen force, whereof the gods are sprung, which is as light unto the dwellers in the watchtowers of the universe. I am the charioteer of the east, lord of the past and of the future. I see by mine own inward light, Lord of resurrection, who cometh forth from the dust, and my birth is from the house of death. O ye two divine horses upon your pinnacles, who keep watch over the universe, ye who company the bier to the house of rest, who pilot the ship of wrong, ever advancing onwards to the heights of heaven, Lord of the shrine which standeth in the center of the earth. Behold, he is in me, and I in him. Mine is the radiance, wherein the tar floats over the foam. I travel upon high. I tread upon the firmament of new. I raise up flashing flame with the lightning of mine eye, ever rushing on in the splendor of the daily glorified law, giving my life to the dwellers of earth. If I say, come up upon the mountain, the celestial waters shall flow at my word. For I am Ra incarnate, Kefra, created in the flesh. I am the eidolon of my father Tamu, Lord of the city of the sun. The God who commands is in my mouth. The God of wisdom is in my heart. My tongue is the sanctuary of truth, and a guard sizzles upon my lips. My word is accomplished every day, and the desire of my heart realizes itself as that of the tower when he created his works. I am eternal, therefore all things are as my designs, therefore do all things obey my word. Therefore do thou come forth unto me from thine abode in the silence, unutterable wisdom, or light, or power. Sound, Hermes, Mercury, Odin, by whatever name I call thee, thou art still nameless to eternity. Come thou forth, I say, and aid and guard me in this work of art. Thou, star of the east, that didst conduct the Magi, thou art the same all present in heaven and in hell. Thou that vibratest between the light and the darkness, rising, descending, changing ever, yet ever the same. The sun is thy father, thy mother the moon. The wind hath borne thee in its bosom, and earth hath ever nourished the changeless Godhead of thy youth. Come thou forth, I say, come thou forth, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of lordly air and of fresh air, and every spell and scourge of God the vast one may be obedient unto me. Procul, o procul esti profani, or lasti ompeda. In the name of the mighty and terrible one, I proclaim that I have banished the shells unto their habitations. I invoke Tahuti, the Lord of wisdom and of utterance, the God that cometh forth from the veil. O thou majesty of the Godhead, wisdom-crowned Tahuti, Lord of the gates of the universe, thee I invoke. O thou of the ibis head, thee I invoke. Thou who wieldest the wand of double power, thee I invoke. Thou who bearest in thy left hand the rose and cross of light and life, thee I invoke. Thou whose head is as an emerald, and thy nemes as the night sky blue, thee I invoke. Thou whose skin is of flaming orange as though it burned in a furnace, thee I invoke. Behold, I am yesterday, today and the brother of tomorrow. I am born again and again. Mine is the unseen force whereof the gods are sprung, which is as light unto the dwellers in the watchtowers of the universe. I am the charioteer of the east, lord of the past and of the future. I see by mine own inward light, Lord of resurrection, who cometh forth from the dust, and my birth is from the house of death. O ye two divine hawks upon your pinnacles, who keep watch over the universe, ye who company the bier to the house of rest, who pilot the ship of wrong, ever advance onwards to the heights of heaven, Lord of the shrine which standeth in the centre of the earth. Behold, he is in me, and I in him. Mine is the radiance, wherein the star floats over the firmament. I travel upon high. I tread upon the firmament of news. I raise up the flame with the lightning of mine eyes, ever rushing on in the splendor of the daily glorified law, giving my life to the dwellers of earth. If I say, come up upon the mountain, celestial waters shall flow at my word. For I am Ra incarnate, Kitover, created in the flesh. I am the eidolon of my father Tamu, lord of the city of the sun. The God who commands is in my mouth. The God of wisdom is in my heart. My tongue is a sanctuary of truth, and a guard sitteth upon my lips. My word is accomplished every day, and the desire of my heart realizes itself as that of the tower when he created his work. I am eternal, therefore all things are as my designs, therefore do all things obey my word. Therefore do thou come forth unto me from thine abode in the silence, unutterable wisdom, all love. Changing ever, yet ever the same. The sun is thy father, thy mother the moon. The wind hath borne thee in its bosom, and earth hath ever nourished the changeless Godhead of thy youth. Come thou forth, I say, come thou forth, and make all spirits sound unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of roaring air and of flashing fire, and every spell and scourge of God's vast one may be obedient unto me. dynasty unpaid of. In the name of the mighty and terrible one, I proclaim that I have banished the shells unto their habitations. I invoke Tahuti, the Lord of wisdom and of utterance, the God that cometh forth from the veil. O thou majesty of the Godhead, wisdom-crowned Tahuti, Lord of the gates of the universe, thee I invoke. O thou of the ibis head, thee I invoke. Thou who wieldest the wand of double power, thee I invoke. Thou who bearest in thy left hand the rose and cross of light and life, thee I invoke. Thou whose head is as an emerald, and thy nemes as the night sky blue, thee I invoke. Thou whose skin is of flaming orange as though it burned in a furnace, thee I invoke. Behold, I am yesterday, today, and the brother of tomorrow. I am born again and again. Mine is the unseen force whereof the gods are sprung, which is as life unto the dwellers in the watchtowers of the universe. I am the charioteer of the east, lord of the past and of the future. I see by mine own inward light, Lord of resurrection, who cometh forth from the dust, and my birth is from the house of death. O ye two divine hawks upon your pinnacles, who keep watch over the universe, ye who company the bier to the house of rest, who pilot the ship of wrong, ever advancing onwards the heights of heaven, Lord of the shrine which standeth in the center of the earth. Behold, he is in me, and I in him. Mine is the radiance, wherein Kitover floateth over the firmament. I travel upon high. I tread upon the firmament of new. I raise up flashing flame with the lightning of mine eye, ever rushing on in the splendor of the daily glorified Ra, giving my life to the dwellers of earth. If I say, come up upon the mountains, the celestial waters shall flow at my word. For I am Ra incarnate, Ketover, created in the flesh. I am the eidolon of my father Tanu, Lord of the city of the sun. The God who commands is in my mouth. The God of wisdom is in my heart. My tongue is the sanctuary of truth, and a guard sitteth upon my lips. My word is accomplished every day, and the desire of my heart realizes itself as that of the tower when he created his works. I am eternal, therefore all things are as my designs, therefore do all things obey my word. Therefore do thou come forth unto me from thine abode in the silence, unutterable wisdom, or light, or power. So, Hermes, Mercury, Odin, by whatever name I call thee, thou art still nameless to eternity. Come thou forth, I say, and aid and guard me in this work of art. Thou, star of the east, that didst conduct the Magi, thou art the same all present in heaven and in hell. Thou that vibratest between the light and the darkness, rising, descending, changing ever, yet ever the same. The sun is thy father, thy mother the moon. The wind hath formed thee in its bosom, and earth hath ever nourished the changeless Godhead of thy youth. Come thou forth, I say, come thou forth, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of whirling air and of rushing flashing fire, and every spell and scourge of God's vast one may be obedient unto me. Procul esti profani, all lasti ampeda. In the name of the mighty and terrible one, I proclaim that I have banished the shells unto their habitations. I invoke Tahuti, the Lord of wisdom and of utterance, the God that cometh forth from the veil. O thou majesty of the Godhead, wisdom-crowned Tahuti, Lord of the gates of the universe, thee I invoke. O thou of the ibis head, thee I invoke. Thou who wieldest the wand of double power, thee I invoke. Thou who bearest in thy left hand the rose and cross of light and life, thee I invoke. Thou whose head is as an emerald, and thy nemes as the night sky blue, thee I invoke. Thou whose skin is of flaming orange as though it burned in a furnace, thee I invoke. Behold, I am yesterday, today, and the brother of tomorrow. I am born again and again. Mine is the unseen force whereof the gods are sprung, which is as life unto the dwellers in the watchtowers of the universe. I am the chariot. Procul esti profani, all lasti ampeda. In the name of the mighty and terrible one, I proclaim that I have banished the shells unto their habitations. I invoke Tahuti, the Lord of wisdom and of utterance, the God that cometh forth from the veil. O thou majesty of the Godhead, wisdom-crowned Tahuti, Lord of the gates of the universe, thee I invoke. O thou of the ibis head, thee I invoke. Thou who wieldest the wand of double power, thee I invoke. Thou who bearest in thy left hand the rose and cross of light and life, thee I invoke. Thou whose head is as an emerald, and thy nemes as the night sky blue, thee I invoke. Thou whose skin is of flaming orange as though it burned in a furnace, thee I invoke. Behold, I am yesterday, today, and the brother of tomorrow. I am born again and again. Mine is the unseen force whereof the gods are sprung, which is as life unto the dwellers in the watchtowers of the universe. I am the charioteer of the east, lord of the past and of the future. I see by mine own inward light, Lord of resurrection, who cometh forth from the dust, and my birth is from the house of death. O ye two divine hawks upon your pinnacles, who keep watch over the universe, ye who company the bier to the house of rest, who pilot the ship of wrong, ever advancing onwards to the heights of heaven, Lord of the shrine which standeth in the center of the earth. Behold, he is in me, and I in him. Mine is the radiance, wherein the star floats over the firmament. I travel upon high. I tread upon the firmament of new. I raise a flashing flame with the lightning of mine eye, ever rushing on, splendor of the daily glorified Ra, giving my life to the dwellers of earth. If I say, come up upon the mountain, the celestial waters shall flow at my word. For I am Ra incarnate, Ketover, created in the flesh. I am the eidolon of my father Tamu, Lord of the city of the sun. The God who commands is in my mouth. The God of wisdom is in my heart. My tongue is the sanctuary of truth, and a guard sitteth upon my lips. My word is accomplished every day, and the desire of my heart realizes itself as that of the tower when he createth his work. I am eternal, therefore all things are as my designs, therefore do all things obey my word. Therefore do thou come forth unto me from thine abode in the silence, unutterable wisdom, or light, or power. So, Hermes, Mercury, Odin, by whatever name I call thee, thou art still nameless to eternity. Come thou forth, I say, and aid and guard me in this work of art. Thou, star of the east, that didst conduct the Magi, thou art the same all present in heaven and in hell. Thou that vibratest between the light and the darkness, rising, descending, changing ever, yet ever the same. The sun is thy father, thy mother the moon. The wind hath borne thee in its bosom, and earth hath ever nourished the changeless guardian of thy youth. Come thou forth, I say, come thou forth, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of whirling air and of a rushing fire, and every
is. We want to understand who he is.
Everything means something.
Everything means
What does that
something.
mean? What does that mean?
Those are not words.
No, but that's a thing, though. A thought is a thing. Everything means something.
You know what it means? Right, that means you're retarded. Right, that tells me that you're retarded, bro.
No, that's what you think. That's not what it means, though. You dumb fuck.
Yeah, it is what it means.
Oh, that's what it means. How do you determine that? How do you determine that? Did you figure it out? Because you understand retard? You did.
Because I listened to you.
I know.
Because I listened to you, and you are clearly retarded.
You know retard.
It is probably the most dominant feature about you is retardation.
I don't understand retard.
Yes, because you are retarded.
Nose of yours, me. You're like, hey, I know what it means.
Next time, don't drop out of high school, and you won't be quite so. Then you won't be. Listen, psycho, you won't be so retarded. Here's an idea. Here's an idea for you. Try getting your GED.
I usually do this to you.
Try getting your GED. You'll be marginally less retarded if you just finish your school.
And I even surprised myself because I thought you were better than
marginally less retarded.
You're whack, bro. And that stuffy nose that you sound, that's a big ass stuffy nose too. There's a lot of stuff in that nose for sure. It's not doing you well right now.
Man on the road.
Democrat.
You're a sad case, psycho. You're a sad case.
Fucking, you're an old.
You're just a sad, retarded.
You're a
who doesn't know what words mean, like transient.
He doesn't know what words mean.
What a psycho.
He doesn't know
what
what
an
words
illiterate,
mean. Like
uneducated,
oh, he doesn't know what the words mean. The guy said he's homeless, you dummy. The guy said
how long ago?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Of course it matters.
No, it doesn't.
Why?
Was he homeless?
Not homeless.
Was he homeless?
Reason why? No.
Was he homeless?
No.
No, he wasn't. Then why did he say he was? Why did he say he was?
Why? Because he wanted sympathy, like everybody, like you.
Oh, so what? How did you know he was lying?
He's a cuck for.
How do you know he was lying?
Because he was.
He was what? Oh, his nose hit you.
Because he was living with his family, and when you live with family, here, wait for it, you ain't homeless, psycho dipshit. Are you getting any of this? Should I mail you a pencil so you can write it down?
Do it. You were supposed to mail me something else. Remember that?
So you can stop.
Remember that?
So you can stop embarrassing yourself.
You fucking retard.
Like the retarded
You're
cuck
a
that you
dummy.
are.
The guy says
Like
he's
the
homeless because he has
psycho.
no home.
Oh, really?
If
So where
you
was
live
he
in a
living?
shelter, if you live in a
So where
place
was he
that
living?
somebody allows you to live in, it
Place
doesn't
he was
mean in
living,
fact have a
wait
home.
for it,
You
with
don't
his
have a
family.
residence. You don't have a
If you're
place where your
living
fucking mail goes
with your
to.
family,
That's why you go house to
psycho,
house. You
pathetic
dumb fuck.
dipshit,
You're just saying
then
as long as
you're
the roof
not
over your head.
homeless. Are you?
Therefore, not homeless.
You're not
Not
homeless
true.
if you're
Not true at
living
all.
with your family.
Have you ever been homeless?
Are
Yeah,
you?
Lord knows.
That's the term he used because he was moving in between families'
So
houses.
can you answer the
and
question?
Whoopsie.
Was he
didn't
homeless?
have a permanent
So
residence.
was he homeless?
Whoopsie.
No. It's not whoopsie, you dummy.
Whoopsie.
So like if you
Whoopsie
ask the
daisy.
question, can you move from house to house and be technically considered homeless?
No,
What do you say?
It's called transient.
What do you think it would say?
Why?
What do you
Hey,
think?
I got an idea.
Do you think it would say yes or no?
Why don't you splurge and get yourself a dictionary? And
How about
then
that?
you'll know
It's
what
not a
the
dictionary,
word
you dumb fuck. It's not a
transient
dictionary.
means. It's not.
It's not a.
transient,
It's
not a
his
dictionary.
words. Did he use the word homeless?
Transient. You don't want to look it up.
Yeah.
Okay, here. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put this.
Look,
I'm gonna
if you
put this
don't
in
want
right
to
now.
speak
Watch.
English, use
Here we go.
whatever language
No,
you
I'm,
want. I
clearly,
don't want-
clearly, I'm
I
easier to
don't
understand
wanna
than you.
force you to
Clearly,
be
I'm easier to understand
English
with you.
Speaker. No,
You have like a
should
dumb
speak English.
accent, bro. Like
You
some
should
people have a
speak-
foreign accent. You got the
should
dumb
speak-
accent.
you should
And that
speak
list, that
any
like missing
language
tooth
you
list that
want.
you have,
You know
doesn't
what?
help you either.
If it's
Like
too
the
hard for you
combination
to
between
look
your
up the
dumb
meaning of the
accent,
word
your
transient,
missing tooth
I don't
list,
wanna
and your
force you.
fucking big
I
schnoz
don't
fucking
wanna
like
force you
congesting
to
your words.
figure out what
Like your
transient
words just don't
means.
come out very pleasant.
You
That's why nobody likes
retarded
listening to you.
halfwit.
You sound like a fucking
driveling
Disney
idiot.
fucking villain,
You
like a witch or
pathetic
some shit like that, bro.
loser.
That's what the thing
Hey,
is.
yo,
And
say
you're
more.
Psycho.
You're most
You
impressed with yourself. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fucking prove it to you right now.
You
Just see how
sad,
stupid you are, right?
drooling, blubbering halfwit. You pathetic excuse for a half man. You're a pathetic
Look, I got him.
excuse.
Look, I got you. I got you. It hurts. You're really trying to emphasize. Oh, you half man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm a half man. Bro, you're trying to find the words to make you feel satisfied, right? Because I always get you.
No, you've never.
I always get you. I always get you. You're not used to being God. You're used to being kicked off. I always, you know, the last time I really got you is when I got you with that fucking gay kid shit too. Remember that? Ooh. You like to hug men? Remember that? Remember that weird one? I got you, bro. You didn't even realize you did. That's why you got off real quick.
I got you, bro.
I did. Now you're trying to copy me because you know that what you're saying doesn't work here. Shit, I gotta take it from him. Right? You gotta take it from him. What happened to half man? What happened to half man? It don't work, huh? It doesn't stick. You see, it doesn't stick. You dumb fuck.
You guys want to hear what's more interesting?
Look at the mirror and you'll see the half.
I look in the mirror all the time.
Yes, and you see a half man.
No, I look in the mirror all the time. I look in the mirror all the time. I look in the mirror all the time. What do you see when you look in the mirror? What do you see when you look in the mirror?
I see myself.
You see yourself? You see yourself?
Who's actually done?
You see yourself? You know you're ugly. You know you're ugly. There's one thing I've realized about like things
struggling to figure out who you are and what you
this
are
guy knows
why you are.
He's ugly.
Looking around
You
at the
sound
world
ugly.
thinking, why has
Can you
the
imagine if
world
this guy was
left me
handsome?
behind?
Like
Why
imagine
doesn't
this.
the
I
world
swear. Let me see
acknowledge
who's in
me?
here.
Why
Any
does
female
why
that's
do my
in here.
parents hate me? Have
Dawn.
you ever figured that one out,
You're the
Psycho?
only female that I
Why
know
do your
you
parents hate you?
Imagine if like
Why have
somebody
your
you found
parents
to be
disowned you?
attractive,
Why
right, from a
are
distance,
your parents so
is like
embarrassed with you,
standing there,
Psycho?
right?
Tell
And then
us,
he
have you
comes
figured
up
that out?
and then he starts speaking.
Have you figured out
And as
why
handsome
your
as he is,
parents are
he
so
sounds like this
disgusted
guy.
with you? Have
Let
you
me
figured
ask you
out
a
why the
question.
world is disgusted
Like, would that be
with
a
you?
turnoff?
Have you figured out why the world is
Would that be a
disgusted
turnoff?
with you, Psycho? Tell us.
Would that be a turnoff?
Have you figured out why the world
It would be,
is
wouldn't
disgusted
it?
with you?
Like,
Have you
who do
figured
you
out
find
what
attractive,
you do
Don?
to
Who do you
Psycho?
find, like, what like
Psycho.
male
Oh,
actor
man.
that I can relate to?
Have you figured out why you
Your husband. Does your husband sound like
this?
this guy?
Is that what happened to you, Psycho?
Does he sound like this guy?
Or you just feel like the world left you on the side of the road?
Does he sound like this?
Like a piece
Like
of
he's
trash?
hurt.
Like a piece
oh
of
yeah,
dog
left
shit?
on the side of the road. That doesn't
Like a
work.
piece of
yes,
dog
I was
shit,
left on the
Psycho?
side of the road.
Is
yes.
that what you are?
Yes,
A piece
I was
of
left on
dog
the side of the
shit
road.
on
Oh
the
yeah.
side of the road. All
not
angry.
that one.
I don't know what
happened to
words
half
mean.
man? What happened to half man?
I don't know what words
Hey, how tall are
mean.
you, Nostra? How
Transient
tall are you?
means homeless.
How tall are
When
you?
you're moving,
Hey, how
you're
tall are you?
homeless.
Hey,
Are
how,
you a
when
half
you look in
man?
the mirror, how tall
What
are you?
happened to you?
How
What
tall-
happened
All
to
right.
you,
How-
Psycho?
Listen to this, you guys.
How tall? No, I want to know how tall he is first. I want to know what the half man is.
Go
How
ahead,
tall are you?
Don.
Are you bigger than your nose?
I think
Go
he's
ahead,
quite tall. In
Yeah.
El Nostrel?
2015, Zimmerman began selling off limited number of prints of a painting of the Confederate battle flag in conjunction with gun seller Andy Hallinan of Florida Gun Supply in Florida. Hallinan is known for saying that Muslims were not welcome at his store and that it was Muslim free. Zimmerman's latest paintings brings together three highly controversial topics with which the nation is dealing: the deaths of young black men, the Confederate battle flag, and discrimination against Muslims. What do you guys think about that?
There's not enough there to draw a conclusion. I mean, ironically, he killed Trayvon Martin because Trayvon Martin attacked him. And for some reason, although he's a Democrat, the right wing has been drawn to this story of black versus white. It's all a little bit ridiculous. It's polarizing.
Mike, what do you think about that?
I'm just reading this right now, just in the chat so you can see. It says, if you need George Jones. Yeah, he was homeless in 2014. I can't find reliable evidence that he's homeless now. Homeless by his own account.
Of course not.
Right?
Of course not.
Of
12
now
years
it's a
ago,
court.
when he
Wait,
was
now it's a
moving
court.
from house-
Look, now it's a court.
People want to
But
be
look,
victims.
El Nostrel just a
People
few
want
minutes
to
ago
be
said,
victims.
no,
Psycho.
I don't believe he was homeless.
Pathetic
I
psycho.
think
No,
he was just
not
saying
that
that to
I
get
don't
sympathy.
believe that he
Now what
literally
you
wasn't
read, Don, I wasn't really paying attention, excuse me. He's like, those
He literally wasn't homeless.
come from Clothes Back,
He was
right?
literally
So
living
clearly he's
at
like,
his
he's going to
family's
assume that the guy's lying for sympathy. But when you read something, he's not going to assume anything.
You're all upset
Fuck
about
out
it.
of here,
You
bro.
don't know
You
what
got
trans
burned,
means.
bro. You got
It
burned.
all
You
happened
lost.
because
You
you didn't know what words meant.
You lost
You
to
can't
me,
let
the
it
half
go,
man.
can you?
Hey,
Can't let
half
go.
the man
It's all because you don't know what words mean. Here's an idea.
Half the man
Next time, before you open your stupid drooling mouth, look the word up, and then you'll know what transient means. Go ahead, Don.
Half the man.
I think he's running out of excuses for his pathetic life.
I used to be.
So George Zimmerman had to move from being a Democrat to being on the right.
Man I used to be.
I think you were never more than half a man.
I feel stress.
That he tried to reinvent himself by
As a
doing
right-winger?
No, I mean by doing these paintings of deaths of young black men, the Confederate battle flag, and discrimination against it. So he's not reinventing, but doubling down. Like, what the hell? I certainly wouldn't do something like that. I mean, it's like he's asking for more hate against him rather than.
His first painting sold for $100,000. Is that what you just said?
Let's see.
His paintings are selling for a lot of money.
It doesn't say, actually. It doesn't tell me that, but just he began selling a number of limited prints. But it's like, why would you ask for that hatred and have to? It's like you're bringing on having to go into hiding yourself because of the hatred you're spreading, and you're already a high-profile person, right?
Would you do it if you were homeless?
I think he's just monetizing the hate that was already there.
Would you do it if you're homeless?
Probably, right? But no, I wouldn't. No. Maybe if I were a hateful person and already felt like that, and that's what I really felt inside, then I would say, fuck it all, it ruined my life, and I'm just gonna go with what I already felt.
Well, I mean, he can't be in mixed society. He clearly was acting in self-defense, and the jury found as much. But the world is not accepting because of the narrative that it imposed on him. That somehow this had to do with race rather than self-defense. But, you know, this is what's happening now is I think we're getting fatigued about this stuff. We're no longer listening to every time somebody gets killed, they're a victim. I mean, this is the Carmelo Anthony story. This is the Nelson Wells story. This is the Jason Arday story. We're getting, you can't keep banging the same bell over and over again and get the same result. And at some point, I think we're going to have a different understanding of relationships among the various demographics in this country. You know, we're getting fatigue over this. This is part of what elected Trump. This is why the country moved away from this. Now, the latest thing I saw was that this political correct thing is coming back, but I don't know if that's true or not. Like, this guy named Jason Arday was first made a top professor at Cambridge, then he was exposed as a fraud, then everybody tried to deny that he was a fraud when it was absolutely clear, and then really tragically last week he took his life. So there were people saying that he was murdered because people investigated him and exposed him as a fraud. So we'll see where this whole thing goes. It's interesting that the country is moving to extremes. On the one hand, you have democratic socialism. On the other hand, you have these somewhat, I would say, kooky right-wingers. And you have Trump, who's really sort of uncategorizable. And I don't know where that leaves normal people in the middle, who believe in the Constitution and liberal values and a good education, but don't want to be, they don't want to be infected with socialism.
Well,
So that's where I'm
that
coming
used
from.
to be the moderate Dems, right, Norm? But I don't know. Those numbers seem to be decreasing lately, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's almost as if it doesn't exist, you know?
Maybe like I would consider Chuck Schumer to be like a moderate Dem.
Same thing. Yeah, I had the exact same thought before you said it.
Yeah, but I think like, you know, I think like he'd not be voted in as the the minority leader at this point.
I only see two options: either the Democratic Party goes socialist, or it fractures. But I don't see us going back to moderation. I mean, I think Joe Biden was the last attempt at moderation, and he seems to have been a bit of a Trojan horse, to make an Odyssey reference, because although he ran as a moderate, he did not behave as one.
Like, I don't know what you're hearing, but like my friends from New York, like they're more than willing to like vote for AOC to be senator of New York over Chuck Schumer. I don't know what your people are hearing, but like my liberal friends in New York City, they're like, yeah, we're gonna vote for AOC to be senator over Chuck Schumer.
You have liberal friends?
Most of my friends are liberal friends. Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, intuitively, what you're saying sounds correct. We'll have to see. She's very attractive. I mean,
my friends you met in the Knicks thing in Central Park.
Yeah.
They were all liberal, except my brother. They were all liberal.
I like those guys, by the way.
Yeah. Well, we did talk politics,
A lot
right?
of them.
Yeah.
What's that? What was this? Mumbles? Mumbles, are you still there? What did you want to interject? We encourage participation. It's not a monologue.
We even give out those trophies for participating, right?
We could give participation trophies to some of the mentally challenged types. It's like the Special Olympics. Clubhouse is like the Special Olympics. Any second now, Psycho's gonna reawake. Any second now, Psycho. I called it exactly. Right when I said any second now, Psycho is gonna wake up. Right when I said it, I called it to the nanosecond. I called it to the nanosecond. You're the most predictable. You're the most predictable thing. Do you want for your Special Olympics? Do you want your participation award? Is that why you spoke up?
the front teeth because
Do you need a participation award for the Special Olympics?
bro.
That's why you woke up.
I mean, you should chew with all your teeth.
No, but he don't have that.
As soon as he heard Special Olympics, as soon as he heard Special Olympics, he said, as soon
You
as
can
he
tell
heard
it's
Special
not like a
Olympics,
front
he
tooth
said
list,
he
it's a
wanted
sidebar
one.
list, which
You
means
want the
people
you
that don't
want
have
the
the back teeth,
participation
especially as
award,
they
don't
age,
you?
they're forced to chew with the
You
front
want
of
the
their mouth, right?
What a
Which
weird
means
thing
that like
to think
they
that you
basically
know.
that's why
What a
it's like
sicko.
this way you look
Dude,
and it guarantees
what a
it
sicko.
contributes
What
not only
a
to like the
freak.
missing part of the
What
semen in the
a
gums,
freak.
but the
So you
front
want the
part,
participation
he has
award.
bad breath, like
So
fuck
David,
for sure halitosis.
David,
Listen to all of
what
his
should
S
we
words
do?
right now.
David, what sort of a participation award do you
Listen
think
to all
we
of
can
his
give
S words
people
right
like
now.
this? What sort of a participation award do you think we should give up?
Part what? Part what?
A pathetic.
Wait, part what? What kind of trophy?
A pathetic excuse
No,
half man like you,
and
Psycho.
it's what?
What
It's
kind
what?
could we get?
Pay
What do you want for
attention to
your
all of his S
participation
words.
award? How about just like a picture? How about a picture of a person with Down syndrome like you? Would that be cool? I think we should do it. You like it? We'll put your name on it. We'll put your name on it.
mad, dude. This guy got
Nobody's
mad.
mad. We're
I
delighted.
got him.
You remember how you
I
were
got
just
you, bro.
sleeping until I
got
predicted
you.
that you would wake
Got caught
up?
liking you.
Right on cue. Right on
got
cue you
caught
woke
like
up.
I mean,
You wanted to... What's that thing?
he did call it the exact second that he
It's
started.
the nanosecond. I said it really softly, too.
Fucking.
It's a nanosecond. Isn't it funny? All right,
Listen to
let's
his
keep
S
going.
words. Listen to it.
Let's keep going. Yes, I lost a tooth skiing over the winter.
Which one though? Which one?
Why would it matter?
I just want to see if my prediction's right.
Believe me, nothing you've ever said in your life.
Then
is
just
right.
tell me and prove me wrong.
I.
Tell me and prove me
So,
wrong.
Dawn, do you want to continue?
Yeah. You're running. You're running from a
No,
fucking
I'm running
tooth.
towards it.
Here's the
I just wanna have
funniest
some
part.
content.
How did I even predict that you were missing a tooth? Right? Let alone
I said
the
it
fucking
many times,
area
yeah.
of the mouth. I know I would.
Weirdo.
You couldn't help it. You should have. David was already rubbing your balls, right? Now it's second. But you still had to, you couldn't help it. You had to touch upon it. And by you doing that, you indirectly, at least somewhat validated my point. Which means by me just listening to you speak,
Let's predict how
you
long
see,
he's gonna
speak,
go on.
that's an S word, speak. I
So he
could tell
goes
you were
through
missing a
waves.
tooth. And then when I try to
Like
probe
waves
just a
of
little deeper,
schizophrenia.
hey
Like
Don, hey
waves
Don,
of schizophrenia.
you want to taco? You know what that
Listen-
means?
listen to
It
this.
means
Listen to
I
what
fucking
comes
hit
out
a
of your
bullseye. I told you.
Listen to what
I
comes out
told
of your
you.
mouth.
Fucking told you. I
Listen
got
to
you
the
again.
uselessness that
I
comes out
got
of
you
your mouth.
again. Fucking El
You've never
Nostrel.
gotten
I
anything in
got
your
you
life,
again.
Psycho.
So-
You've never
The
gotten
fuck
anything
out of here,
in your
bro.
life, Psycho.
Don, you know what you should do?
You're a
Listen to
pathetic
me, fucking,
excuse for a
like,
half.
ask him which tooth
All
are
right.
you missing. Just ask him that, bro. Ask him.
Continue, Don. What's the next question about?
I mean, have you ever gone skiing in your life? With all
course
due
he
respect,
hasn't.
How
Of course
about
he
we
What
shift
does that have to do with
from
what the fuck I said? I made a
personal to
prediction. Who cares about fucking
I'm
skiing?
listening.
Just
I know.
asking a
Nobody
question. Have you ever gone
No.
skiing in your
Don't get all
life?
triggered.
No, I have
Don't get
not,
all
ever.
upset. Don't get all
Okay,
triggered.
so-
You knew that.
Okay, well maybe you should
We
take
were
some
talking-
risk. in
Well, it
your
has
life.
nothing to do.
Yeah.
Maybe I should. Maybe I should what? Take some what?
Take some
Take
risk.
some risk. You know, because it doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter. Dave.
Wait,
It's all
what's the
over the
definition
head.
of a risk? You think
I mean,
skiing is
you
a
would-
risk?
if
think
you
skiing's
actually-
a risk?
If you actually
Yeah,
went skiing,
skiing is a
like
risk.
You think skiing is a risk?
Yeah, skiing is a
Yes,
risk.
it's very
Obviously.
Skiing can be a risk, right?
Oh, it
But
can
it's
be.
not
Oh, it isn't
necessarily a risk,
Oh,
right?
but are you
okay.
saying like you're
Thank
an
you for
Olympic skier or something?
Yeah.
I just told you I've never skied before.
Okay,
You hear that?
then it is a risk.
So if I went to ski right now,
Tell you
like I wouldn't be
about one
taking the
thing.
risk.
Yeah, you would go with the bunny. You would go with the
Definitely
bunny
no risk,
trail.
right?
Okay, there you go. There you go.
never
So that
do
doesn't
it,
mean
then
shit.
it's no
It doesn't
risk.
still
And you
fall
don't even
down.
know anything about me to know what kind of risks I take in my life or
Never done
not.
it.
That's the
There's
funniest
no
part,
That's why I asked the
right?
question.
But the thing is this,
You're right.
this is what
That's why I asked the
also
question.
exposes you guys.
Like
But
you're making
it's
statements.
hardly the case that El Nostrel's an Olympic fucking skier either, but you want to rub his balls, right? So that's the first part, right? But the fact that you guys think that skiing is something of risk to even bring up, right? For you to try to rescue your fucking gay fucking man right now, because my prediction landed right in the middle, bro. Right in the middle. It was a fucking clear bullseye. And you sound like you're fucking missing a screw or cup. Fucking a couple at least. Fucking retards. Got two fucking dummies right now, right? One's dumb, one's toothless with bad breath. The fuck? Skiing is like, skiing is risky. You're not, there's no Olympic. But you keep the bunny slope in the, and then you got fucking El Nasser. Hey Don, hey Don, hey Don, hey Don, hey Don.
Are you gonna
The
be
fuck
okay,
out of here.
Psycho?
Two desperate fucking
Are you gonna
dorks.
be okay, Psycho?
The
Look
fuck
at how
out.
You need to calm
I got
down.
both
You need
you
to
guys.
calm down.
I
I'm
got
already
both you
good,
guys.
so
I don't
hype
think
it
you
up.
can
You need to fucking drink some caffeine. Get the fuck out of here. Take some risk in your life, you fucking pussy. Take some risk in your life. You're a pussy. David, you are a pussy for sure. You're a pussy. I can tell you what kind of guy you are. See, El Nostrel, I can say this. He's probably not as much of a pussy as you are. He's the kind of guy that can't keep his mouth shut. You're the kind of guy in public, you just fold like a little bitch. You'd walk away. That's what you would do. I don't have time for this. You're a pussy. El Nostrel would talk about fucking how he has the right. That's different. You're a pussy. He's not. You should taste some risk. Go hang out with your fucking Nostrel.
Everyone is the pussy.
Yeah, fine. It doesn't fucking matter what I'm doing. I'm still calling it fucking for what it is. Right? Identifying what I'm doing doesn't mean what I'm saying while what I'm doing is wrong. You see what I mean? That's the thing. Who gives a fuck? So what? I'm picking my nuts too. You want to know that? I don't give a fuck. Who gives a fuck what the fuck I'm doing?
You're crashing it. You're pushing.
So what? So what? You're just now you identify. What else do you want to do? You want to fucking do a play-by-play? Now you're doing this. Now you're doing that. Now you're doing this. Now you're doing that. That doesn't do anything. That just shows that you have nothing to say. You're just trying to find a way to get involved with something. You're trying to find a way to be insulting by just identifying the obvious. You dumb fuck. It's obvious that I'm doing what I'm doing. Who gives a fuck? What does that mean about what I'm saying? You see? There's the delivery, right, which is what you're complaining about, and then there's the content to the delivery, right, which is probably what you should be focusing on. But you can't do that because you don't know enough. The fuck out of here, bro. Fuck, there's three right there.
Just keep saying it.
Pussy.
Just keep saying get a pussy. Everybody's a pussy, right?
No, you're not.
Little trigger.
David's a pussy. David's a pussy. You, I can tell. I could tell. You probably got your tooth knocked out by somebody slapping you. That's what I thought. That's what I think. I think somebody is slapped. Hey, El Nostro, have you ever been slapped by somebody before?
Like in your family.
Have you ever been slapped by somebody before?
Is that what your wife does to you?
Yeah, all the time, bro. All the time.
Did he do
All
it
the time. All the time.
Put her on the line again.
All the time. There's no problem.
Yeah, but dude, Psych, you're badgering like a female, though, dude.
So what? I am a female. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Big deal. Big deal.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck? Once again, oh, you're there. Are you gonna tell me how you feel? Oh my god. Tell me how to badger like a man. Tell me how to badger like a man. Tell me. I don't give a fuck. Who the fuck are you? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Go find somebody else. Nobody even fucking knows. No one's even interested in what the fuck you have to say, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't know why you're yelling.
I can do whatever the fuck because I feel like it. That's the thing. You see, you don't like. And David, you're a pussy. You act like you have the ability to not be calm, but because you have brain damage, you're just permanently mellow. You see what I mean? That's the thing. You're permanently mellow. You don't have the ability to talk mellow and then go high strung and then come back down. You're just always down. You're the kind of guy that wishes you could pick it up. So you're just a pussy.
I think his wife might be.
What about my wife? What about my wife? What about my wife?
She might be calling the cops right now.
Oh, I'm definitely little, and I'm a coward for sure. Right? So what? What do you? So big deal. Oh.
No, I might ask you not to talk about his wife. Last warning.
He didn't talk about his wife.
I didn't talk about his wife. No.
Their hearing came in.
Yeah. Yeah, because their boy's getting packed up by El Normo.
Can we stop antagonizing each other?
It's not antagonizing. Psych is the one who started it.
I'm
Okay.
So
delighted.
that's a different issue. Who started
Listen. I'm delighted to move on.
We were having a great conversation until like Psych is just like yelling and screaming. I don't know what he's
Psych
yelling.
is silent.
Relax.
Psych is silent. He hasn't delivered a response yet, so therefore El Normo won't.
Let's go.
Alright, no, stop rage baiting. The fuck? So,
We're there.
what do you think? What are you expecting?
He won.
The breakdown for
Fucking slow, dude.
He's back. He's back.
Something happened in your life.
Now he's
where, like, you
yelling.
need too much
Now he's
drugs.
yelling.
Too slow. Hey, this guy, look, this guy. You lost. I'm behind normal. You're the biggest pussy of all because you got involved when no one even fucking knows you, right? And then as soon as the ball got challenged by putting your court, you ran behind the fucking El Nostrell. That's what the fuck you did. You're a pussy, bro. No, not everybody. Not everybody. Not everybody. Not everybody. That guy's a pussy for sure. I can tell he's a pussy. I can tell he's a pussy. I can tell that guy's a pussy. Dave is a pussy.
But you became so
Two, by the way.
uncomfortable, I had
It's never gonna happen. That's never gonna happen. I'm not gonna go to the audience. That's never gonna happen.
go to the
If
audience.
anything, El Nostrell talking about spouses can be sent down if I wanted to be that way. If anything, I can make that fucking happen right now. I can make it happen, but I'm not going to because I'm a fucking good sport. I'm a good sport. You're a pussy. I'm calling you a pussy. You can tell you're a pussy. A sore loser to what? Lose streak.
You lost like
No. I'm winning. It's literally 3 right now against 1, and I'm fucking all you guys up right now. I'm fucking all you guys up. El Nostrell, I predict you not even teeth. How did I? David's a pussy, and he just ran. This guy right here, fucking whatever the fuck is fucking this no-name fucking clown, try to get involved. No one even gets a fucking to argue with him. The fuck out of here. You're a pussy, dude. Shut up. You're a bitch. You don't have it, so you didn't. This is like a fucking slow person calling somebody walking fast. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's how this is. This is what happens when you're less. You see what I mean? You were the first one to come out and use the word coward, but you are the real pussy. It's pure projection. That's who you are. You're a pussy. Dave is a full-time pussy. You can just tell. He's a dumb pussy. Dave's a dumb pussy. You think your mouth is gonna get you somewhere, but for sure you would run if shit hit the fan.
I mean,
For sure you would. Whatever this fucking no-name is, right?
dude. I didn't even.
I have been. You're right. I have been. How'd you know that?
I didn't even say
I have-
anything.
I'm living.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut up. I'm not talking to you. Shut up, bitch. Shut up. Shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. Look at me. No, you mean listen to me, not look. You can't see me, you dumb bitch.
Effeminate in this.
Yeah, I am.
Getting increasingly
I am. Look at that fake laugh, dude. Look at that fake. That was the best. That was the best you can conjure up. The fucking fake high-pitched laugh. That's the loudest I ever heard you. Fucking Dave the pussy. The fuck out of here, bro. Why are you? Hey, let me ask you this. You guys are just gonna ride behind El Nostrel, right? So like when shit hits the fan, that's hey, El Nostrel, help me. El Nostrel, help me out. He's the one that's yelling. You guys are basically just latching onto both of his balls. Right?
It's okay.
Listen to this guy. You sound like somebody that did too much mushroom. That's what happened. You sound like you for sure. I guarantee. The way if somebody ever heard you speak, they would shelter their kid underneath their arm, like get away. You're not allowed to be around kids for sure. Dave the pussy, you're not allowed to be around.
Screaming, and you're yelling.
I can tell. You're a weirdo like that. You sound unstable. You sound unstable. You do. You sound unstable. Because I feel like it. That's the thing. But this is not even screaming. This is just normal talking. Why do you like? You know what's funny is I like all the shit talk, and you still have nothing to say except like, why are you doing what you're doing? That's it. That's all you got. That's all you got, you fucking dumbass bitch. Like I'm calling you a bitch. Why are you saying it loud though? Call me a bitch lower. That's what you're saying? Is it the volume that bothers? Does the volume bother you? Hey donkey, does the volume bother you? Does it?
It does bother me.
What?
Can you stop?
It does it? Good. And I know it does. I know it does. Why am I not complaining about what you guys are doing? I'm not trying to tell you not to do anything. I'm saying let it happen. If I really wanted to, fucking El Nostrel would be fucking booted. You see the difference? You guys are being bothered, right? And I'm just like, let you be. I'm not trying to control fucking people. But something that I'm doing is obviously annoying the fuck out of you guys. That's how I know. That's how I know I'm getting you. Because I'm not trying to stop you. I'm trying to shit on you. No, shut up. Shut up. Hey, dumb bitch. You see, dumb bitch. Dumb bitch. You want to talk about the volume again? You want to talk about the volume? I can't hear right now. That's the thing. I'm just listening to myself talk. Right? I'm listening to myself talk. All I do is I look at circles and they light up. That's the thing. You're wasting your words. You can't compete with it. You can't do it. You can't do it. You don't have the ability to bring this much energy out, especially for a period of time. I can tell. You got fucking that whole slow shit going for it. Dave, you're a pussy. I've heard you for a while now. You don't have it in you. This guy thought he had it, and then he's like, oh shit, this is too much. This is more than you fucking bit off for. Now you're committed. Now you're committed. Now I want to make you talk. I want you to talk. I want to hear you.
I think everyone's.
I know. I want to hear you. I want to see how far you would go. I want to hear how far you go. Let's keep going. I want to hear how far you would go.
Dude, not even.
Why are you gonna get quiet now? Am I not talking loud enough? Do I need to talk louder?
Everyone's.
El Normo, you're gonna go. I told you. You see, and just like that, on cue, you run behind his fucking nutsack. El Normo went on mute because his two fucking bitches got involved. He doesn't have to do anything.
He destroyed you.
He doesn't have to do anything. El Nostrel just took a fucking breathe break. He just took a breath break.
Lost the argument.
He took a breath break. That's what he did. He goes, I got two of my bitches down here right now. So I got two of my bitches here. And guess what? Because I got two of my bitches here right now, guess what? I'm gonna back and watch my two bitches fucking get smacked and complain. You're arguing. You're arguing with somebody right now, and you're telling them to stop. You're telling them to stop. Why would you? Hey, why are you doing this? Why would you tell somebody to stop arguing? Why would you do that?
Bro,
Why would you come? You weren't even involved. You just unmind as if you even fucking matter, and then you want somebody to stop, right? Why? Why the fuck do you think that would make a difference to where I ponder this idea of, oh, this guy's saying something, therefore I should do it? You see, I did more. I just shit on you right now because I know the thing that you're trying to prevent from happening, which is me talking, is I know it's annoying you, isn't it? Is it annoying you? I know that. I know that. Yes, I know I'm shitting on you right now. I know. You feel like while I'm shitting on you, I'm doing it in a way that bothers you. You see what I mean? And this is your desperate way of trying to fight back. Sir, that's it? That's all you got? You see, like, these are like little instances of how it tells me like how much energy you have in life. You got nothing. You got nothing, bro. This is it right here. This is it right here. You can't even fucking verbalize like to a degree where you can at least be somewhat equal. You got to be a fucking pussy. That's the way it is. You are a pussy for sure. You are a pussy for sure. You're a pussy in life, bro. And for this fucking Dave and El Nostrell talking about, oh, the risk taking of skiing, bro, which is why you lost your fucking tooth. No, you lost your tooth because you probably got smacked. Or if you did go skiing, you probably ate shit because you're a goofy, uncoordinated fucking retard. That's what the fuck happened. Dave, you're just a fucking druggie. This other guy, he don't even fucking matter. He's just a fucking loser. You're a fucking one dayer. You're gonna be here for one day and you're gonna be gone the fucking next. You don't even matter. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Is it quiet now? Is it quiet now?
Wait, is that a threat? Is that a threat?
Is what a threat? Is what a threat?
Bragging about
You
your
said
Is
you're
what? Hold on.
you said you're gonna be gone.
You're pushing 45.
Is what a threat? Is what a threat?
You said you're gonna be gone. That's a threat.
I said he's gonna be here today and then gone tomorrow.
That's
How
a
is that a
threat.
threat? You see, there's the drugs. There are the drugs right there. That's the effect of kids don't do drugs. You're just a dumb person right there. You have to be dumb to extract a threat from that, right? How would that be a threat, you retard?
Let the record show moderate.
Okay, good. So now we got the guy actually fucking that would hurt it say it's not a threat. Go ahead. So Dave, you get the fuck out, bro.
David, he's bragging about having presence in church.
I'm bragging about having, yes, well, no, I'm not bragging about having presence. What I'm doing is I'm saying, look, you are insignificant and you have no presence. It's not about me. You see, I never even spoke about me. The only time I spoke about myself was in reference to me saying I'm not stopping you guys from doing anything. I'm not even complaining about how your approach is, what you're saying, or anything like that. What I'm saying is that's what you guys were doing. And what I was talking about in reference to you specifically, you're a nobody. But you're a nobody. You don't matter. You're insignificant. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm significant. I'm just talking about you.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about, it's not about over-explaining. It's the ability to explain. Something you lack. You see, you know the slur in your fucking brain? You see, you're slow. You got low blur. So everything is over-explaining to you. That's how it is, right? You got to ask people to repeat shit because you're slow. I'm telling you right now, if I heard you if I saw you in real life, and I heard you speak the way you spoke, I bet we get out of here. We got a fucking unstable brain right here. You're not allowed to be around kids for sure. This fucking David guy, you're not allowed to. You're one of those weird people that went a little too far in life and you never came back. You never came back. That's what happened. So like you in the sense of like over explaining shit. Yeah, that's what happened. That's the real shit. That's real shit. Right
You're also not allowed to say that. That's again.
Yeah. You see that? Like there? That's like a fucking car being jump started. That's your brain. That's the blinking light bulb. You can tell it's not just solidly. You don't have it. It's you trying. Watch. Say another sentence. Go ahead. Get it out. Yeah, you see the delay? You're thinking, Go ahead, David. Come on. Go ahead. Go ahead, dummy. Fucking dummy, David. Come on.
These aren't even words anymore. These are just English.
Yeah, I don't know.
These aren't even words anymore. Hey, El Nostrell, do me a favor, please.
He sounds completely.
Tell me your favorite S word. Tell me your favorite S word.
Unhinged.
I think he's off.
Tell me your favorite. Tell me your favorite S word.
He's off the.
Tell me your favorite S word. El Nostrell. Tell me your favorite S
Is it
word.
alcohol and psych drugs?
That's exactly right. That's exactly
He's
right.
on psych drugs. Yep.
Hey, oh yeah. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. Hey, El Nostrell, let me ask you this though. Honestly speaking, hey, if you answer this question, I'll go on mute. El Nostrell,
Just go on
which
forever,
tooth?
thank you.
Which tooth is actually missing?
He doesn't have to answer that.
He doesn't have to answer that. Yeah.
No. I know he doesn't have to. I'm just asking. I'm saying if you volunteer, I'll go on mute. If you volunteer, I'll go on mute. If you just answer the question, I'll go on mute.
Yeah, now you're being a bully.
Saying that he has to. I already clarified that. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to. I'm asking. I'm saying if you do, if you, it's conditional, right? It's a conditional. If you do, I'll go on mute. Hey, El Nostrell, you can answer the question. I'll go on
Bullying and
mute.
harassing is also.
That's what I thought. Harassment. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, it's not harassment. I'm asking him a question.
You should apologize.
Yeah, I told you. You got to stutter. I told you. Hey, El Nostrell, which tooth is it, bro? Just tell me which. What did you lose in an extravagant,
Now you're forced.
dangerous fucking skiing adventure?
You shouldn't be doing that.
You're
yeah.
just trying to force.
Cool. I love how you guys are trying to defend your man.
No means no.
You guys are trying to defend your man.
No
Which tooth was it?
No.
Which tooth was it? El Nostro, which tooth? Be quiet now. El Normo.
Can you stop?
Why
are you getting quiet now?
You are being effeminate, sir.
Why?
Yeah, can we please move on?
No, hey, dude, Don, if he answers the question, I'll go on mute.
Yeah,
I just want to know which
Just
tooth.
go on.
You,
He doesn't have
That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. No rule has been broken throughout this fucking shitting on you guys,
Well, you
right?
did threaten.
Actually, Don, let me ask you this: are you allowed to talk about people's spouses?
Maybe I should exhibit my.
Don, are you allowed to talk about people's spouses?
Move you down, sir.
No,
You're not allowed to. Did El Normo fucking talk about my wife?
No, he did not.
I
Did-
honestly did not.
Did he talk about my wife?
Wait, guys, can you
I
guys
did
bring
not.
up David?
Did he talk about my wife?
Can you guys
Did he
bring
talk
up
about my
David
wife?
B again?
Did he talk about my wife
I
smacking
only
me?
heard- I only heard the word
Bring
wife.
up David Bobadilla.
Oh, from whose mouth? From mouth?
Bring up David B.
From
I
whose
didn't
mouth?
hear
Up
the
your wife,
comment
dude. Get
itself
outta
because there
Bro,
was too
from
many
whose
words
mouth?
talking.
From whose mouth did you hear that from?
You lost the debate.
From whose mouth did you hear that from?
You lost. You got cooked.
Whose mouth did you hear that from?
Shut up, dude.
El Normo, right?
No, she didn't hear shit.
You did, right? Exactly. And look, I didn't complain. All I'm asking is this. Hey, look, simple question. Which tooth did you lose? Which tooth did you lose? It is what she said. It is what she said. She said Norm, right? It said Norm. She said Norm, right? Don, did you say Norm?
You lost 10 minutes ago.
Don, did you say Norm?
Don didn't hear anything.
Thank you very much. You see there, you dumb fuck. You see, you insignificant fucking piece of shit. Yeah, you did. Yeah, she did. Look, here's the thing. I don't ask for people to get kicked out, so don't worry. I'm gonna keep your man up here. I just want to know, hey, El Normo, which tooth was it? Which tooth was it? Just answer. Which tooth was it? You can even lie. You can lie. I just want to know if I was right. Which one was it?
I didn't.
My job is done here. I'm Maddie.
Which one? Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, fuck out of here. Yeah, split. El Normo, which tooth was it?
Rage bait. That guy. Wait.
I knew he wouldn't last. I told you that. But here's the thing. I won.
Mhm.
Thank you very much. Bitches.
Thank you very much. Can we listen? So the 2024 election, I want to know what you guys think, really, because showed that.
You mean 26?
And maybe just no, the 2020. You guys got me all
Our last federal election done? Is that what you meant?
Yeah. Yes. The last federal election, because I've been looking at a few, but shows that more voters swung to the right, because we were just talking about that, more moderates. And I'm wondering, this election, what your opinion is, the moderates, what they'll do.
You know, the country is 30, 40 right now. It's 30% Democrat, 30% Republican, and 40% independent. So everybody should be trying to win the independents. Although in a congressional election, the equation is a little bit different.
I myself, I fall in that category, right, under that category, and I don't think I'm going to move that way again.
You're not going to move more conservative again.
It just really depends on the candidate now. It's going to have to each election.
Yeah, I've always felt the same way. I try to vote for the best man for the job, or woman in some cases.
Yeah, it's not going to be, oh, I'm a Democrat, I'm voting for this, or oh, I'm conservative, I'm voting for this. It's really gonna come down.
Well, would
to
you rather have your front tooth or your molar?
I'll tell you, I've lost both. And I'd rather lose a molar than my front tooth, because that's really embarrassing.
You know, here's an interesting thing, which I haven't heard really said.
Do you agree, Alma?
But it's one of my theories that people want more of the politicians, which is why they went for Trump. People in an uncertain time, people I think want to be led by a man. And I'm saying that, not to be sexist, Don. What do you think about that?
Say it again, Norm, what?
I said I think voters went more aggressive in 2024. People wanted to be led by a man in uncertain times. What do you think about that? I got that distinct impression
Yes,
from
yes. And also, as a lifelong Democrat, I think that that candidate got thrown at us and we didn't choose her, right? Even though it happened the way it did. Yeah, it's like we didn't choose her to run, even though legally she was in there, but that wouldn't have been my right. It wouldn't have been she wouldn't have been my choice for a candidate because I think she was a weak candidate.
She was.
Right.
It was a voice.
Yeah, absolutely.
We need strong candidates now. I mean, it's hard to, you can't see Rubio the same way as Trump. There's just nothing like Trump. He's a phenomenon. And I'm not saying that necessarily admiringly, but I'm saying, I mean, maybe one should be admiring because he is a phenomenon. He doesn't really have a lot of substance, right? It's all gut with him. But it's been very successful for him.
I think they're going to put in, some.
Rabbi Alexandra Lozano promised a pathway to citizenship
he
for
might be
tens of
stronger than
thousands of
Rubio, I
people.
guess. I mean, with the right publicity. What'd you say? Absolutely?
That was my question because I know they've been grooming him for a while for presidency, to be a candidate, but
Rubio is a tremendous Secretary of State and Director of Homeland Security. Whether he plays nationally, I don't know for sure because, Newsom is white, handsome, and he's just going to make a lot of promises. And Rubio's got to run on the record of this administration. It's much easier to run against something that exists than to just promise the moon and the stars, I mean, Newsom can get pretty far just putting down Trump and saying, well, affordability, the war in Iran, affordability. And, Rubio, who's been handling himself, I thought, really well. Although I hear that there's dissension now in the White House, and Rubio has not been traveling as much because he wants to make sure he's there when all these different decisions are made.
do you think that Rubio will need to distance himself from Trump?
If the election were held today, yeah, unfortunately. The only thing one can imagine to turn this around is that Trump comes up with some, wild sort of reframing. He seems to be an expert at reframing the conversation. So if he can get let's say he gets a victory, could you imagine if the Iranian government falls? Okay, then it's a big win, and we don't know, it could happen at any time. He's got another 2 years, right? And then what if he can get interest rates down, Like, if he could pull a few levers, could change the conversation big time. It's going to be tough, though, because it's easy just to complain about rich people all the time.
I think only if people are just simple, and when they see it affect their pocketbooks, that seems to form their decision making. Simple people.
Here's an idea, right? What if I think it wasn't didn't Bush send out checks to people? He cut taxes and then sent people checks. Do you remember that? It's just coming back to me. Wasn't that weird? Like, he only got a few $100, but it was kind of wild. Like, Trump could pull a stunt like that. He could really cut taxes, right? I'm telling you, the war is the biggest millstone around his neck. If he can get that thing resolved, I think he could probably reframe the conversation.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Get in there.
You guys are very intense. Oh, go Poppy. You lost, by the way.
Who is Go Papa?
Go Poppy. Hi.
Hola.
Go Poppy.
¿Cómo va la guerra? Okay,
Yeah.
Lioness, which way do you think the country is going, Lioness?
I feel good, man.
All right. As goes Lioness, so goes the whole country.
Yeah, I feel good. I mean,
Dawn, are you
milk is
noticing?
$6, but hey, I mean, it is what
Yeah.
it is. It's $6, dude.
Wait, are you buying the fancy organic stuff? It's only the organic stuff that's $6. Like for half a gallon, you're saying, right?
No, I buy a gallon.
Okay. Well, that's a good price. $6 for a gallon, I think, is okay.
Milk?
Usually $4. Usually like maybe $4.50.
Right.
I buy it by the quart, not by the gallon. Well, maybe you have kids or something.
Yeah, I have kids of normal.
Oh, all right. Well, that's admirable.
My dad and husband drink a lot of milk, so yeah, I buy a gallon.
Did you say your dad and your husband?
Yeah, we own a
That's
home
funny.
together, so yeah.
You got a house full of men.
Yeah, I know. My
Gross.
God. Yeah.
He wants to
No.
come. He wants to come over now.
Yeah, it's I'm dying to hang out with the girls.
Oh, don't worry, we're gonna save you, Dawn.
Thank you. Don't stick me with concrete, though. Jesus Christ.
Hello, Dawn, don't piss me off right now.
I don't know what
Please
happened.
don't.
I saw that. I was like, the hell?
Everyone knows that my husband is Oleg. Concrete is stalking me, and that's just that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
Thank you, hubby.
Wow,
Somebody's got a clubby hubby.
What's funny?
We live together. He's actually buying me a mansion in Hawaii soon.
Which
Wow.
island? Maui.
Yeah,
Fuck that guy.
in Maui.
I'll smoke him.
Shut up, Bob Tizzle.
Shy, I'll fight him to the death for your love.
I
Wow.
don't
You
think
got
that's
like
a
Romeo
good
and
idea.
Juliet here in chillism.
El Normo, how do you feel about where the country is going? And where is it going, by the way? I didn't know what
I
you
know.
meant by that.
Well, a part of it, a very audible and visible part of it is going Democratic Socialist, right? And that's news.
But I don't want to be a homosexual.
You don't? Okay, we can fix
No.
that. Okay.
I would rather stay Republican.
Yes,
Um,
but not homosexual.
I don't. No, I don't want to be a Democratic social. Nice.
Yeah, that's like from Nietzsche. And then Hitler picked up on it too. With the, oh,
But it's like,
you
how
want me to
much?
I can spot you 2% if you want. I can spare it. Would you like to? I got so much I can easily give you 2%. Would you like some of
Wow.
mine?
Oh no,
Sure.
no. I
Yes.
would appreciate that. I just want to know how much counts. You know?
Yeah.
Is 3% enough?
For what? In other words, you're only like. What's your goal?
Just to proclaim.
Savage. They use mulatto. But yeah, I mean, it's just the fact is though is that when you look at Latin America, these are people that have like every racial demographic represented, and then I do see that there are minorities in Latin America that their way to try to differentiate themselves from being labeled as black, for example, is they'll say, "Oh, I'm Latina. I'm not, from the Dominican Republic," and they look like a fucking any black woman in the United States, they're like, no, I know black, I Latina. I mean, it is a way of kind of like, in their societies in particular, like this is not something that's unique to America, but in their own societies, being dark is like, it is associated with bad things.
Well, if you travel overseas, all the billboards in Asian countries are always light-skinned Asians. So there's a preference in marketing and advertising to always do this white face because it registers higher to the consumers who are looking at it. But in America, we do the opposite. In all of our ads, we specifically place the opposite of what you think it would be, and thus it gets a higher impression. But that's the same business model as CNN, which is gaslight all the time. And the last thing I wanted to say was, with regards to evolution, evolution is misunderstood. It's not necessarily the evolution of the species. It's the evolution of consciousness or intelligence. And so certain demographics have evolved consciously more than others. I am complete. Hello?
There you go.
I mean, the first part that you said about the billboards is very true. The association with being black or brown is seen with inferiority or contempt in a lot of Southeast Asian and South American countries. It's interesting because in East Asia, they associate being brown skinned with being like a worker outside or a peasant, or they want to look farther away from being Southeast Asian. And the most offensive thing a person can say to an East Asian person is to say that, well, you look like a Southeast Asian person. And one of the most kindest things you can say, which I was told, was that if you tell a Southeast Asian person that you look like an East Asian, then it's like a compliment that your skin is lighter, or you look more European, or you look mixed. And so there is that association. I think it's a little funny for me because I'm just in the middle. And like, I'm not even part of this problem, guys. Like, I'm black and I don't really care what color you are. And no one cares about me, but it seemed like they really care with each other. And I think it's one of those gameplays that you have to do to climb the socioeconomic ladder. But I would say America is really great because we've kind of dismantled that a long time ago. And most Americans don't really care what color you are. They really judge you based on like your marriage or what you do. But no one really objectively says, oh, that person has black skin, I don't like the skin, or that person has pale skin, I don't like the skin. It's really more deeper than that. Mostly, I think our issues are bigger when it comes to stereotypes. We stereotype a lot of black people, like us. We're often stereotyped as being bad or hoodlums, and then white people are often stereotyped as being XYZ, violent, drugs. So,
well, can I ask you a question? Because this is something I heard more than I've never been to Asia, so I really don't know. Totally wrong. That when it comes to countries like Thailand in particular was one of them, as well as China. One of the things I've heard is that the women that Westerners will find attractive in a lot of these countries are not considered attractive by their own men. In other words, if you're more like filled out, dark-skinned, which they might be more prejudiced against, it's just considered not ideal. I mean, do you think there's any merit to that? 'Cause I really don't know. I've never been there.
No, it is. It's true. I mean, it's a stereotype, it's a generalization, but it sort of is true to a degree. It's not because it's like looking down upon the woman or the guy. It's more of like a preference. Like the Western guy typically likes a girl that has a big, voluptuous body, right? And East Asian guys typically like girls who are more slender or slim. And so they would tend to go for a girl that has that kind of like build. And so, but there is a stereotype that like foreigners are not capable of attracting, I guess, a beautiful person from their country, and they would say, "Oh, it's But I just think it just comes down to language, culture, even like your own aesthetic. A lot of girls here in Japan, if it's a really, really pretty girl, she typically likes what you think is like a really gentle, kind of slim, kind of a Hollywood looking guy, or it could be more of a K-pop looking man. Um, so a lot of Western guys are bulky with a big build, and they have a lot of facial hair, so they don't really find it attractive. I guess they think it's a little too much. And so the girls that do find the big bulky men with large beards attractive are typically the more westernized girls who kind of love that kind of aesthetic. So to each their own,
Yeah, I get it. And, I've listened to a few, like, I guess they were podcasters or vlogger. It was on YouTube. That basically one of the reasons why, like, for example, people in Thailand are not, they don't get as angry about white men with their women is because, like, these are women that we would conventionally find as being attractive. They look at them as like, no.
A lot of them aren't women. I just want to throw that out there.
There you go.
I mean, to a degree, but I don't think most people really care about who you date. There's not much of a big focus on like this X race is dating.
But in other words, they weren't making it about race. They were making it more as like we're an outside group taking up your wit. It's like you could imagine like Thailand. They get a lot of tourism, and then all of a sudden you see like a lot of these guys that they're not one of them, and they're taking up all of our women, and it's I would say the status quo for any group of people, white, black, whatever, is that they would say like, "Whoa, this is kind of like bullshit."
Yeah, you know what, Pep? That is interesting because if you think about it, white men usually have a more acceptance when it comes to like who they date or if they enter into a new country, because it's more of like they kind of approve of white men. There's not much of a stereotype or negative feelings or against that. And some people, not all, but some people have a mindset that if you date a white person, then you're kind of going up the socioeconomic ladder, or it's kind of like seen as a
like Down syndrome people should be aborted at the same time as, like, can you say that but also say that the ones who did survive abortion and like survived and live now
they gotta go too.
No, Oleg.
Terrible things can happen to those of us careless enough to disrespect our ancestors. You disrespected our ancestors, and now we are paying the price.
The invocation of Horus. Strike the master chord. Draw the flaming sword. Crowned child and conquering lord, Horus, avenger. O thou of the head of the hawk, thee I invoke. Thou only begotten child of Osiris thy father, and Isis thy mother, he that was slain, she that bore thee in her womb, flying from the terror of the water, thee I invoke. O thou whose apron is of flashing white, whiter than the forehead